Hello and welcome. I'm Pierre Mario Fitter. You're watching Headlines Today. We begin with breaking news. The Delhi election officer has submitted a report to the Election Commission on the incident outside the BJP headquarters in Delhi on the 5th of March. Sources within the Delhi Electoral Officer's office have said that AAP violated the Model Code of Conduct during that incident. Pankaj Upadhyay, our correspondent, is on the phone line with the details. Pankaj, tell us more about this report.
Pierre, this comes as a huge setback for the Aam Aadmi Party. As we had seen, Aam Aadmi Party, around 60 to 70 workers of this party had kind of gherrowed the entire BJP headquarters and unleashed vandalism at that place. And now the Delhi election has submitted a report and referring to the Central Election Commission and recommending that strict action should be taken against the Aam Aadmi Party against the vandalism that it had unleashed there and that it violated the...
All right, Mr. P.D. Achari, who's a constitutional expert, joins us as well on this. Sir, could you tell us about what action could follow after it has been officially declared that the Aam Aadmi Party did indeed violate the Model Code of Conduct?
Well, it's not very clear what the Election Commission has in mind, because you must know that the Model Code of Conduct is a model code. It is not backed by any statute.
Yes.
So now, if it is backed by a statute, so naturally there would be penal provisions and all that, which follow the violation of the code. But in this case, there is no such thing. It doesn't have the legal backing or the statutory backing. The Election Commission recognizes parties for the sake of allotting symbols and so on.
Yes.
So maybe the Election Commission can take a look at that in case there are serious violations indulged in by a political party. Then in that case, the Election Commission can take a hard look at the whole question in the context of in the context of the registration of the parties. But otherwise, it's not very clear what other serious action the Election Commission can take, because you must know that in the provisions in the Representation of the People Act,
yes,
which deal with registration of political parties,
yes,
there is no specific provision which deal with any punishment.
Sure.
So that is why I said it is not very clear what specific action of a serious nature can be initiated by the Election Commission in case there is a serious violation of the model code by any of the political parties.
Mr. Achari, thank you very much for sharing your expertise and your experience with Headlines Today. Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal of the BJP is on the phone line. Mr. Mittal, as Mr. Achari was telling us over there, since the Model Code of Conduct is not backed by any legal statute, it becomes very difficult to take any legal action against the Aam Aadmi Party. What does the BJP plan to do from here?
The way I look at the violation of Model Code of Conduct, there are two things which stand out. One is the censoring of a political party by the election committee. A censure motion saying what you have been doing is wrong, it is a corrupt practice, and you are violating what should not have been there, is something which has a great moral significance in the minds of the voters. And no political party would like to afford that. Any political party which is sensitive to the aspirations of people. So one is the censure motion by the Election Commission would, I think, be a very strong step against a political party. Because that will virtually term this political party as an anarchist party, which BJP has been claiming about Aam Aadmi Party. Secondly, we have petitioned the Election Commission to cancel the registration of the Aam Aadmi Party because it does not subscribe to the oath it has taken for its registration purposes. So these are the two steps which we envisaged, and if any of them is followed by the Election Commission, I think the larger message which should go would certainly be sent out. As far as the police is concerned, the Election Commission can direct the police to take further action not only against the rioters but also against the office bearers of the Aam Aadmi Party for being responsible for the riot and for the violence which was perpetrated at the office of the BJP.
And of course, you as the BJP could do that yourselves. Why wait for the Election Commission?
We have already filed a complaint, if you know, and the police has already filed a case against the specific individuals who indulge in arson and rioting. So this we have already done. But because the model code of conduct is in place, it is incumbent on the Election Commission to take cognizance of the illegality and the violence which was perpetrated and take action.
Sure.
Because if the Election Commission fails to take action against the Aam Aadmi Party, then it will reshape the entire election environment and would encourage others to follow suit, which I'm sure for the purpose of a free and fair election would be fatal. This country needs to see an election which is peaceful, which is issue-based, which is not based on abusing and spitting on people, but on focusing on real-time issues of people. Let the election be focused on corruption, on price rise, on employment, and not on the kind of lumpenism which Aam Aadmi Party has exhibited.
Fair enough. Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, thank you very much for speaking to Headlines Today. Sudhanshu Mittal of the BJP telling Headlines Today that the party would like to see the Election Commission serve a censure motion against the Aam Aadmi Party after it was found to have violated the Model Code of Conduct.